Jazz, tap, and hip hop oftentimes use similar positions to what we do in ballet and to a certain extent ballroom, but we go parallel or sometimes inverted. So our parallel alignment in first position would be our feet together, just neutral. Second position would be approximately hip distance apart. Sometimes we'll be in a wide second. Fourth position would be parallel forward, and fifth position would be our heel to toe. This is one of the reasons why I actually start with our French positions when my dancers are learning our ballet positions, because it translates into more understandable positioning for our parallel alignment for jazz, tap, and hip hop. When we put our arms in the mix, our jazz arms become first being up here, second being extended out to the side, third, fourth, and fifth. When we are in the second position, we can also have long jazz arms or inverted jazz arms. When we look at our high fifth positions, we can either go into an open position, so we are now in a V, and our palms can either face in or we can go out. We can also do low V's, in which case our palms traditionally face in. Sometimes we may do that with a jazz hand. When we talk about the inverted positions, now our feet turn in. Anytime we talk about turning in, turning out, parallel, all those movements come from our hips. We never want to be wrenching on our knees or our feet. So we train to build up the flexibility and the strength to withstand these moves. For the inverted position, first position would have toes going in. Again, my knees are faced inwards. Same thing goes for our second position. This is actually a huge position because this is how we work to get our knee drops and stuff for especially hip hop. We can also strike this position when we're doing like Susie cues and tap. Our fourth position would be inverted here with our toes going opposite. Again, all that movement coming from our hips, so our knees are going with. And this can sometimes be used as a transition step. Third position can be done the same way, whether you're parallel, your heel would be at the middle of your foot, or if you're turned in, it would be your toes actually going to the middle of your foot. This one is seldom used, but still good to know. One of the ways to help understand the difference between this is thinking of your hips. We have a visual when we see that our knees are going out or parallel or in, but the entire movement and the focus should be on the hips. In which case, when you think of it being turned out, think of your hips and your thighs opening outwards. When we're talking about being parallel, think of that neutral alignment going straight down through your hips. When we're talking about the inverted position, think of your thighs turning in. Hopefully this makes at least a little bit of sense. There's a lot to take in with some of these different nuances. If you have any questions, always feel free to bring it up in class or write us a message in the comments below, or feel free to PM us, and I'd be more than happy to answer them. Be sure to check back tomorrow, and I will see you then.